Going down in the bunker today. This is one of the best ways to learn golf right here. I've drawn the wall of China, we call this. You know, I'm going to talk a couple things today, mostly about, you know, ball position, how there's a bit of an illusion going on with the clubs. I have a start with a wedge. Whenever I start in this bunker, you know, you can see here, I've got one ball. I'm always going to be with all these clubs. I've got a drive, I've got a wedge, a sand wedge, a 60. I got a pitching wedge, 7-iron, 5-iron, 3 wood. So I'm one ball inside of my left heel in front of this line right here is basically the bottom of this swing arc right here. It is the bottom of the swing arc. So this is where all the consistency comes from. So that's number one. So as I put people in the bunker, you know, you'll hear on TV sometimes that this player is playing this ball off his back foot, way off his back foot. But if you took this leg off, it's still on the front foot, 1 inch behind the heel. So even when I warm up from a golf, I'm always interested in the front of that line right there. I want to hit the front edge of that line. That's what gives me the solid contact. Now, how do you do that? There's a couple of things I like in this bunker. One is I like to take a little sand on the way back. That gives me that feeling of that loading action. Talk a little bit more about that. And a sort of a sitting action, and then I'm going to fire it from there. Now, the illusion of all this is, so you don't hit this line back here, like that's where all the amateurs hit back here. For me to hit that line, I would put this line further forward in my mind's eye. So we call that the aiming point. So what do you mean here? So for me to hit the line correctly, when I'm looking through this shaft right here, it covers this line. It's called the illusion of the forward lean. But if you slow my camera down, you'll see that when I hit that at impact, it was vertical to the camera. So what does that mean? I suppose what it means is the impact of golf is a lot further forward than it appears to the player from this level. Because we're standing to the side and one arm's below the other, most people think that this is a square impact. They think that the line should cover this line here with their mind's eye. When in reality, if I drop that, it drops behind. So to get it right, I cover that line in my mind's eye, and when I'm there, I drop it. It's right in the groove, so I know that's correct. So as you go through the bag, you start to understand why tour players hit the ball so consistently, and most amateurs have trouble hitting this line here. We have that, you know, it's like swimming or riding, but we know where those hands have to be at impact. They've got to be way further forward. Slow that down, you'll see that right at impact, my shaft was perpendicular to this line.